Welcome back to Animals to another episode of Mastering Master Mode. We're going to start this episode off by heading down into the underground to collect the last few resources we need to craft the Terraspark boots. These are the best boots in the game since they allow you to move the fastest and fly the longest. Our first trip down underground was cut pretty short by this boulder, however, which two-shot us and sent us right back to spawn. On our next attempt, we make it down to the underground ice biome, only to find that it's been totally overrun by the Hollow. This is a new hard mode biome with tons of crystals and new hard enemies all over the place. The crystals are a good resource to collect since you can use them to craft several hard mode weapons, and if all else fails, in terms of making money, you can sell them for a good chunk of change. The enemies around here are pretty tough. The bats are fast, and there are chaos elementals which can teleport right into you, so you gotta be extremely careful in this biome. The main thing I'm looking for down here is ice skates. This is the next ingredient I need to craft the Frostspark boots, which is one step below the Terraspark boots. While exploring the underground hollow, I sort of forgot that I was in the ice biome, only to be rudely reminded by this ice tortoise which comes out of nowhere and two-shots me. Don't mess with the tortoises. While I was down there, I collected several gelatin crystals, which are the summoners for the Queen Slime boss. Queen Slime is one of the first bosses in hard mode, but that doesn't mean you should take her lightly. She's still a formidable foe. The Queen Slime spawns a lot of projectiles as well as a lot of minions. And on top of that, the minions also spawn a bunch of projectiles, and everything hurts a lot. With all the minions that Queen Slime is spawning, and all the projectiles that she spawns, as well as the minions projectiles, it fills up the screen pretty quick, and it's hard to dodge. A combination of all of that, plus the fact that this is my first time fighting Queen Slime when she should actually be fought instead of when I'm already overpowered at the end of the game, leads me to my first death against her. However, I dealt pretty good damage to her, so I'm feeling if I buff up, including grabbing some of my statues, I could stand a pretty good chance against her. On the way to my Queen Bee arena, where my Bast statue and heart lanterns are, I run into a whole bunch of angry jungle mobs which take me out. Their buff in hard mode is nothing to laugh about. I mean, that tortoise hit me for 376 damage. That is insane. On my second attempt to grab the statues, I don't even make it down underground before this derpling takes me out. Attempt number 3 goes much better, and I'm able to grab both of my Bast statues and both of the heart lanterns that are here. After setting them up back at my arena, I summon Queen Slime again, and this time I'm ready to take her out. Unfortunately for me, the start of this fight is brutal. I'm honestly surprised I didn't die right at the beginning. I somehow dodged all of the projectiles that were coming at me with only 50 health. I got stuck in this crazy knockback loop, getting hit by Queen Slime, and then her minions, and then the projectiles, and then Queen Slime, and it took me down to almost nothing. Somehow, I managed to survive and get off a healing potion, but I am low on health. Really, any hit could be my last, especially if it comes from Queen Slime herself. Just as I was getting a bit healed up, and only 10 seconds away from using my next healing potion, I get hit by 2 more projectiles right in a row, taking me down another 100 health. I just can't catch a break. Despite losing all that health right at the beginning, I'm dealing a lot more damage in this battle than I did in my first attempt. Though a projectile coming from way off screen takes me down to literally 1 health. I cannot believe that I'm alive right now. I'm focusing as hard as I can on my dodges in hopes that I can somehow salvage this fight. I'm also hoping that she spawns more minions and that the minions spawn health when I kill them, because that's another good way to heal up during a boss battle. Somehow this fight's going so well, I even managed to take Queen Slime into Phase 2. Phase 2 is not really something I've ever seen before, since in the past I've pretty much just destroyed her with my endgame gear, but it's kinda tough. She does her best to stay above you and slam down on top of you, while still spawning a ton of projectiles and minions. All the projectiles, plus the fact that I've never really had a good amount of health in this fight, leads me to take another death to Queen Slime, but I know that I can take her next time. With that said, I bring even more buffs over, including my Bewitching Table, which allows me to spawn an extra minion, and my Crystal Ball, which gives me 20% extra damage with my magic weapons. This fight's the one. I'm ready to take out the Queen Slime. I just need to make sure that I don't take a ton of damage right at the beginning. Like I said, I'm headed back into the jungle where we're safe. I mean, we're building a giant platform in the sky so that we can deal with this boss battle when she turns into phase 2. She gets really fast in phase 2, so I want to build a long, flat platform that I can just run across and hopefully outspeed her so she can't slam down on top of me. I also decided to craft my first craftable hard mode weapon. This is a great weapon since it deals a bunch of damage and can pierce enemies. Not only that, but it inflicts the Curse Flames debuff, which is a debuff that deals a ton of extra damage over time after you've hit the enemy. With those distractions out of the way, we're back underground looking for ice skates, and we happened across this frozen chest in a house, and they contained the ice skates, just what we were looking for. Pretty shortly after that, however, as I'm entering the hollowed biome again, a Pigron spawns directly on top of me and just murders me. It's insane. Back up at spawn though, I craft the Frostspark boots, and now I'm just missing one ingredient to craft the Terraspark boots. I need to find myself a lava charm. These spawn in chests deep underground anywhere that lava spawns, so that's where I'm headed next. Unfortunately for me, however, lava is hot, and I catch on fire, and even though I managed to teleport home, I still burn to death. My next attempt doesn't go so well either, and I end up dying in the underground hollowed biome yet again. Attempt number 3, and I'm destroyed by this wizard before I fall onto some slimes who answered my pleas for death. Attempt number 4, and we dig ourselves right into a spider biome, which, as we saw in the last episode, absolutely demolished my health. Attempt number 5, and while we're on low health, we get sniped by another skeleton archer, and then finished off by a world feeder. Attempt number 6 goes just about as well as you would expect when you stand in lava. Here we are on attempt number 7 when we happen across the Shimmer biome. This is a brand new biome introduced in 1.4.4, which allows you to transform items into new items. This couldn't have come at a better time since I can transmute some items that I already have into a lava charm. Not only that, but you can get permanent health and mana regeneration buffs from this. On top of all of that, there's an achievement, a Shimmer in the Dark, for shimmering your first item into a new item. This Shimmer biome is absurdly close to my jungle arena. If I had bombed just a little bit more through the wall, I would have found this so much earlier. After going home to sort out my inventory and grab some things to shimmer, I come back with a Life Crystal, a Mana Crystal, and a Magma Stone. The Life Crystal shimmers into a Vital Crystal, which gives me increased health regeneration permanently. The Mana Crystal will shimmer into an Arcane Crystal, which gives me increased mana regeneration. And the Magma Stone will shimmer into a Lava Charm, the last item I need for my Terraspark boots. You also may have noticed that if you step in the shimmer, you'll start phasing downward through your world until you come to an open air pocket. This can be pretty dangerous if the shimmer is really close to the bottom of your world, or if it happens to be above a pit of lava. With the lava charm finally obtained, I make some lava waders, which I can combine with my Frostspark boots to create Terraspark boots, giving me the achievement Boots of the Hero. And with that, we come to the end of the episode. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to drop a like and subscribe for more Mastering Master Mode. Also, leave a comment down below in what you want to see in the next episode. I hope you guys are enjoying this series as much as I am, and I'll see you all in the next episode of Mastering Master Mode.